All right, this is Staff Sergeant Towns, and we're going to talk about it today. I have with me
Sabrina Henry.
and
Sergeant First Class Franklin.
all right, we're going to talk about a few things. The major thing that we're going to talk about today are tattoos. All right, we're going to talk about whether or not you can get in the South Carolina Army National Guard with tattoos, what the policies are, what the ins and outs are. So that's why we brought these two amazing people with us today, so that way we can get a little bit more insight. So, Sergeant First Class Franklin, we're going to start with you. Tell me a little bit about just this process as a whole. Tell me some of the ups and downs you had.
Okay, so with tattoos, right now we've become a little more lenient with tattoos. At first, we were accepting no tattoos on the neck, hands, or face, and now we've accepted hands and neck. And as of recently, we've accepted a face tattoo. So with that process, we have to take great pictures of the tattoos. We have to measure all tattoos, and if they're within a certain measurement, the tattoo process can be expedited. But if not, then yeah, we have to send them to be, I guess, accurately judged on that level.
Okay. All right. That sounds fantastic. First off, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
This is the newest member of the South Carolina Army National Guard. Let's just go on ahead and throw that out there. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 27. I have 2 children, and I've always wanted to serve in the military my whole life. But I went through a period where I just started getting a bunch of tattoos.
Okay.
And I think I disqualified myself pretty early on. I just decided one day to hit up Sergeant Franklin and ask him if we could try to potentially get me in the Army with a face tattoo.
Okay. So the next step in this process is just going to MEPS. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So explain that process for me.
All right, so MEPS, they're going to do pretty much like a sports physical.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to identify your tattoos, which we've listed.
Okay.
They're going to make sure that it's basically an identifier. I'll leave it at that. They're going to check and make sure that physically you're able to do what's going to be required of you with basic training.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Now, did that make you nervous at all? Have you heard anything about MEPS, like the ins and outs?
I heard everybody do this scary duck walk thing that I was talking about. But when I got there, I went through it with a breeze. I didn't have any issues. Nothing scared me. I wasn't worried about anything, honestly. I was more or less worried about them saying something, even though the waiver was approved with the tattoo. I was really more or less them just like maybe pushing that issue a little bit further. I don't know. But I really wasn't worried about anything.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the tattoo waiver a little bit. All right. So explain to me the tattoo waiver process.
All right. Again, like I said, we take great pictures. So we have to stand between 2 to 4 feet from the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have unobstructed views of the tattoo. Mm-hmm. Now, for hands and neck, we have to put them in the OCP top.
Okay.
So we take pictures again, 2 to 4 feet away, and then we have to give measurements. So we get it the widest areas. So we do supposedly high length and width, but you're trying to get it at the widest areas.
Okay.
Once you get those measurements, you send it off to operations so that they can make the waiver decision.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you an example. Let's run through a scenario real quick, right? So I had a very, very exciting life, right? And that life just led me to the South Carolina Army National Guard.
All right.
And I walk in and I got a face tattoo. And that face tattoo goes from my forehead all the way down to my chin. Right?
Forehead to the chin.
Yeah. And I say, Sergeant First Class Franklin. What can you do for me?
Wow.
To get me in the South Carolina Army National Guard? Is it possible? Is it not possible? Are you going to work with me or are you going to kick me out?
I'm going to say anything's possible. I won't say that.
Okay.
So one, we're going to take the ASVAB. We're going to cover every other base. So
all right.
If they say no, it's because of that. It won't be you walked in and I said, no, you can't.
Okay. All right.
So I'll take that chance. I got to ask questions about that face tattoo. I got to know what's going on. What made you do from forehead to chin?
So I had to tell you lost.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me more about it. I believe in a great story. Make it sound good.
Yeah.
Let's make it sound good. I mean, her face tattoo is a treble clef. She loves music.
Right.
That was easy.
Okay. All right.
That was easy. She's passionate about music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would do it myself, but I can't. I mean, I love music too.
Yeah.
I actually have a musical tribute on my shoulder.
Okay.
You want to see it? But yeah.
So earlier you talked about disqualifying yourself. What made you automatically disqualify yourself from even wanting to join the military?
Well, first I would do my little bit of research, online where I'd be like, I would Google, has anybody ever seen a soldier with a face tattoo?
Mhm.
I couldn't find anything at all.
Mhm.
And Google would be like, absolutely not. You look online, absolutely not. Then I would post in like little Facebook groups and I would be like, hey, I'm trying to get into the army, has anybody ever seen anybody in the army with a face tattoo?
Mhm.
And they chewed me out. They chewed me out. They're like, absolutely not. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Don't even try it. Like, don't even think about it, pretty much,
Mhm.
So it was more or less like a, you know what? I got face tattoos. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not getting in. Like, so I just kept it, left it alone for a few years.
Right.
I was like, I got a face tattoo. I can't get in. So I technically disqualified myself before I even really reached out to the proper people and actually tried.
Okay.
If I would have made an effort, I probably would have been in a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
great.
Good. Well, obviously it's for you, and everybody sees it's for you because it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
So you're definitely making waves out here, and you're showing a lot of people that not only can you just overcome adversity and just reach out and just see what happens, but you're also letting people know that I can still have tattoos and still join the military as well.
That was the goal.
So you guys are both in the forefront right now, whether or not you know it. You guys are definitely out there. So next question is, we're going to shift off the tattoos for a moment. So now that you have officially completed MEPS,
Yes.
what's the next step for you two? Are you guys going to get some training out the way so that way you can get into basic training? I already know what you want to do. Like what's the next step in the process before you actually get into basic training?
Okay, so here's the plot twist.
Okay.
So we were initially going to do the Future Soldiers program.
Okay.
Now, slight mistake on my part.
Okay.
I was not aware that you cannot be in the Future Soldiers program with a GED.
Okay.
So she's currently in college, but unfortunately she doesn't have enough college education to qualify for that Tier 1 education.
Okay.
So instead of waiting until she finished college, we decided to retest.
Okay. And how'd that go?
I tripled my score.
You tripled your score?
I tripled my score.
Okay, all right. Well, let's congratulate you on that one really quickly. All right. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you. I went from barely making it to being able to choose almost whatever job I really wanted to choose.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yeah, it was pretty awesome. We had the confirmation test also.
All right, so what's the confirmation test?
So if your score is greater than 20 points, you have to retake the test at MEPS.
Really?
So because we took it at a MEP site, we took it outside of MEPS.
Okay.
We had to do a confirmation test at the MEPS.
Okay. Let's talk about the Future Soldier program before we go back to MEPS. Okay. So what's the Future Soldier program?
Future Soldier program is a program that they use at Fort Jackson. It's basically where they teach you how to pass the ASVAB. So if you score between 21 to 30, they'll allow you to attend I want to say it's a 9-week program.
Okay.
And every 3 weeks, they're going to give you study tips on how to pass the ASVAB. And every 3 weeks, you'll take the ASVAB. So if you pass, then they roll you straight into basic training. If not, they refresh you until you get the score that you need.
Okay. So do you do that like on base? Is it like basic or?
It's you're in uniform.
Oh.
You're there to study.
Okay. So
I don't know if there's drill sergeants, but I know you're on Fort Jackson. You're in the military. You're wearing a uniform, but you're doing like a study hall.
Okay. So you got your uniform, right? You're there for 9 weeks. You volunteering for this?
Oh no, you're getting paid. You're getting paid to study for that aspect.
So I'm in uniform.
Yes.
All right.
1st and the 15th, you get paid.
The 1st and 15th, I get paid.
Yes.
And I do this for 9 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the qualifications? Because
again,
I'm trying to figure out these
just general qualifications.
Okay.
But your score is not where it needs to be. So 21 to 30.
Okay.
Can be in that program.
So 21 to 30.
Yes.
All right. Let's scenario. Let me try to put all this together. Okay. These scenarios. This is what. All right. I'm walking in. Right. All right. Now we already got past my face tattoo part, right? You know what I'm saying? You got stuff signed and you worked your magic and everything like that. Cool. We go and we refer back to my ASVAB. And you come to me and you say, Mr. Townsend, you got a 22.
Yes.
And I'm like, I tried my hardest. Right? You talk to me about the Future Soldier program. And I say, really? And you say, yeah, because I'm broke. So I can use the money. Right? So you get me into the Future Soldier program. And I learn what I got to learn. Right? And then I guess I go back and I take the ASVAB. Is that what you're saying?
While there, you're going to study to take the ASVAB. Once you pass the test, you'll choose your job then.
Okay.
And then they'll roll you into basic training right at Fort Jackson.
Oh, okay. So do I stay at Fort Jackson for basic training, or do I go somewhere else?
Stay there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they roll you right into it.
Really? So I get paid by whatever rank I was in at the time, or do
Yes.
I get like a?
So you still have rank,
Uh-huh.
you just don't have an MOS. You don't.
Okay.
You haven't chosen that MOS because you didn't qualify until you passed the test.
Oh, okay. So I'm not going to be making minimum wage. I'm just going to be making whatever my rank is.
Yes.
Okay. Because how much is minimum wage? Like $7.25.
Something like that.
Yeah, it ain't very much. It ain't very much.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure I was getting all this right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you send me to learn, and then once I get everything I need to get, I just transition on to basic training.
Yes.
But I still get paid for the entire
The whole
process.
time.
That's good stuff. All right, let's move back over here. All right, that's good stuff. So how did you feel going to the Met site,
Yes.
right? Getting almost triple your score, and then having to go back to MEPS and then take it all over again just to confirm that score.
I panicked.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wasn't really panicking because like I didn't know it. I was more panicking like, what if I don't get the same? What if it's a tad lower, or what if they think I cheated? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they just I just wanted it to be confirmation to where I could still keep the MOS that I thought I was gonna choose,
Right.
and I just wanted everything to go, if not better, to where I could choose even different jobs.
Right.
But I was nervous. I think I overthink a lot of things, so I spent a lot of time worried about it.
Yeah.
But when I got in there, I passed again. I was like, I don't even know why. I don't even know why I worried about it.
Yeah, that gets us. I'm not gonna lie about that. So, Tom Frank,
Yes.
is this like a milestone for you? Does it make you feel a specific type of way to have accomplished what you've accomplished in regard to this process?
I don't want to say yes, and the only reason is because it's what I'm supposed to.
Right.
Now I'm more proud of her. So. Truly, I was just doing my job.
Okay.
Without her, I couldn't have done it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, I mean, I can't. Yes, I'm glad it worked out, but I always believed from the start, because her energy was contagious.
Okay.
And even with that, let's talk about some of the things. So since she's gotten in, I told her to stay out of the groups again.
Okay.
And then I realized what I was doing was being just like the people in the groups. I was telling her no, and I was like, I got to stop that because if she'd have listened, we'd never be here.
Right.
So hey, do what you do. Continue being you.
Yeah.
We get in trouble. I saw. I'm the problem solver. We'll figure it out.
Oh man,
but continue being you because that's what got us here.
Yeah, and we're glad you've been such a big cheerleader. All right, so our first class ranking. This is your time to shine. All right, you talk to the general public, not only as a recruiter but as a mentor. And while you're doing all that, please tell us where you're located, so that way, if anybody needs anything special from us in this area, they can get in contact with you.
All right. Like I said, I'm sorry, first class Franklin. I work out of the North Charleston Armory on Cross County Road. I've been doing this quite a while. I think this is my 9th year. I'm really proud of what I've done. I want to say that I'm doing a great thing, so that's what drives me. I'm a fanatic to recruiting. My goal was to find the next sergeant major or the next general, so that's what I'm always doing. And I don't rest for it. I mean, I work every day, so if you need a recruiter, my number, it's not hard to find me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. My number is 843-909-0635. You call me, I'm going to answer. I'm always out there. And again, until I'm told no, we're going to keep pushing. That's how I feel about it.
All right. You heard it best. I can't repeat it. He said everything that's needed to be said. That is needed to be said. Excuse me. Give us that number one more time just in case.
843-909-0635.
All right. So that is it for us. We just wanted to give you a little bit more insight of tattoos. And I know we veered off the conversation once or twice, but that conversation gave you some good information. So if you need anything, reach out to this young man here. He gave you all of his information. And if you have any more questions, please inbox us. But before we leave, we got a gift. All right. This right here is what she will be surviving on for at least the next 10 weeks. So let us be the first to present this to you. This is a MRE, a meal made ready. All right.
Chicken
you take that
gumbo.
and you cherish that. All right.
I will too.
What is it called again?
Chicken and gumbo.
All right. So again, welcome to the South Carolina Army National Guard. I am Staff Sergeant Townsend, and we were just here to talk about it.